Right, French and Sir, teachers truly shape the future of our children and therefore, the future of our nation. Could you share the NEP 2020 recommendation for the teachers? Teachers are the most respected members of society. Only the very best and most learned became teachers. Society gave teachers, or gurus, what they needed to pass on their knowledge, skills, and ethics optimally to students. The quality of teacher education, recruitment, deployment, service conditions, and empowerment of teachers is not where it should be, and consequently the quality and motivation of teachers does not reach the desired standards. The high respect for teachers and the high status of the teaching profession must be restored so as to inspire the best to enter the teaching profession. The motivation and empowerment of teachers is required to ensure the best possible future for our children and our nation. Truly, Range and Sir, could you share the highlights of NEP 2020 regarding recruitment and deployment of teachers? Recruitment and deployment of teachers NEP 2020. To ensure that outstanding students enter the teaching profession, especially from rural area, a large number of merit-based scholarships shall be instituted across the country for studying quality, four-year integrated B.Ed programs. In rural areas, special merit-based scholarships will be established that also include preferential employment in their local areas upon successful completion of their B.Ed programs. Such scholarships will provide local job opportunities to local students, especially female students, so that these students serve as local area role models and as highly qualified teachers who speak the local language. Incentives will be provided for teachers to take up teaching jobs in rural areas, especially in areas that are currently facing acute shortage of quality teachers. A key incentive for teaching in rural schools will be the provision of local housing near or on the school premises or increased housing allowances. The harmful practice of excessive teacher transfers will be halted, so that students have continuity in their role models and educational environments. Transfers will occur in very special circumstances, as suitably laid down in a structured manner by state and Utah governments. Furthermore, transfers will be conducted through an online computerized system that ensures transparency. Teacher eligibility tests, TETs, will be strengthened to inculcate better test material, both in terms of content and pedagogy. The TETs will also be extended to cover teachers across all stages, foundational, preparatory, middle and secondary, of school education. For subject teachers, suitable TET and the test scores in the corresponding subjects will also be taken into account for recruitment. To gauge passion and motivation for teaching, a classroom demonstration or interview will become an integral part of teacher hiring at schools and school complexes. These interviews would also be used to assess comfort and proficiency in teaching in the local language, so that every school/school complex has at least some teachers who can converse with students in the local language and other prevalent home languages of students. Teachers in private schools also must have qualified similarly through TET, a demonstration/interview, and knowledge of local language subjects such as art, physical education, vocational education, and languages. To ensure an adequate number of teachers across subjects, particularly in subjects such as art, physical education, vocational education, and languages, teachers could be recruited to a school or school complex, and the sharing of teachers across schools could be considered in accordance with the grouping of schools adopted by state or Utah governments. Hire local eminent persons or experts as master instructors in various subjects. Schools or school complexes will be encouraged to hire local eminent persons or experts as master instructors in various subjects, such as in traditional local arts, vocational crafts, entrepreneurship, agriculture, or any other subject where local expertise exists, to benefit students and help preserve and promote local knowledge and professions. A technology-based comprehensive teacher requirement planning forecasting exercise will be conducted by each state to assess expected subject-wise teacher vacancies over the next 2 decades. The above-described initiatives in recruitment and deployment will be scaled as needed over time to fill all vacancies with qualified teachers, including local teachers, with suitable incentives for career management and progression as described below. Teacher education programs and offerings will also align with the vacancies thus projected. Thank you so much, RAEF Ranjan sir. We will discuss about teachers' service environment and culture in our next meeting. It will be my pleasure. Thank you, Mr. Sahal Singh.
Resource National Education Policy 2020, presented by Raif Ranjan. Kindly visit MHRD websites for more information, or you can visit www.raifl.com, www.raifranjan.net for more articles, presentations and videos.